Welcome to Rom Wills Money Matters. Why I give big tips. And it's not just to influence the service because, well, you can influence the service someplace if you go there on a consistent basis and they know that you tip well. And that's definitely helped me out. That has definitely helped me out, including situations where I've actually gotten discounts, my meals paid for by the management of one local restaurant. And that's cool and everything, but it's purely for a selfish reason. And it's not that reason. The reason why I give big tips is very simple: to put money back in my pocket. Now, someone might say, well, Rom, how's that putting money back in your pocket? Easily. And I'm not getting it directly from the servers who tipping me or anything, or I actually gave the gentleman who helped me move into my new place extra tips. I say, hey, you know what? Y'all go get some lunch or something on me. Now, here's the thing. It puts money back in my pocket because I'm doing my part, small though it is, to keep money circulating. See, that's one of the reasons we have in the economic problems. People can't spend the money. We talk about inflation and all that other stuff, and those are definite factors, but it becomes a problem if people stop spending money the same way. Because every business, every job ultimately comes down to how much money people are spending. Even government, coming up, they'll say, hey, you get that government job, you're good to go. But the thing is, the government job is dependent on taxes, not just income taxes, but sales taxes from businesses. If the businesses aren't making as much money, then, the people who work in the government, they actually face some problems. That's the tax base right there. So everything matters. Everything matters. But getting back to my main point about giving the big tips, it's like I'm tied into the universe and then I get it back because, okay, let's follow it along. Okay, I have really good service. Me and my sons, usually when me and my sons eat someplace, we give a big tip. We give a big tip and everything, right? In fact, this past before Father's Day, because my co-parent was going out of town, she, took me out for Father's Day, early Father's Day thing, since she wouldn't been in town for Father's Day. And, we went someplace and she gave a very big tip. Okay, let's follow it along. Okay, that server, they get that tip. They get a lot of money. Shoot. Indeed, or as a side note, a really good server, they could get $200 or $300 a day in tips easily. A good one. A good server can. Now, all right, so they got that money. What are they going to do with that money? Well, okay, they'll pay their rent or mortgage, their car note if they have to. At some point, they got disposable income. What they're going to do? They're going to go to stores, or even spending what they have to, rent, car note. Okay, they paying somebody. All right, the people at the bank, they getting paid. The people at the car, totally at the banks, because they getting all of that money. They pay their workers. They give out loans based on the money that they have in their accounts. Okay, that's helpful. All right. Say the person, they take that money and they go pay, they buy some food. All right. That's putting money in at the grocery store, but also for the suppliers of the food at the grocery store. You putting all this money out there. Now, how does this come back to Rom? Easily. The people, you paying these businesses on YouTube who are advertising. Boom. And then the people who support my Patreon. Boom. The people who buy my books. Boom. You put money in their pocket. See, that's the key to any economy. The money just has to simply circulate. And I mean, yeah, people might say, oh, it's only a tiny amount. Hey, every little bit. It's just the attitude. See, understand something. Currency, money, it's an energy. We're having problems because, well, quite frankly, people aren't spending the same. Now, people might say, well, we're not making that money, but okay, how are they going to make that money if people aren't spending? It's a closed system. It's a system, you know? That little bit of money you spend in one place, like the money I'm spending, you don't know whose rent that's helping, whose mortgage, whose medical bills you might be helping to pay. But then it comes back because they pay that person, they pay someone, and they come back to me. This is key. This is key, and this is how you always have to look at it. You are putting money in your own pocket. And then let's get back beyond even that. I always reward good service. I always reward good service. You think about it, like the places I'm tipping the most, of course, local restaurants and everything. You don't know whose college education you handling. Like I went to a local restaurant. There was a young lady there, and I had met her a few years ago, and she had actually given me some discounts and everything. And of course, I tipped her very well. What was she doing with that money? Part of that was helping her to go to school to become a nurse. No telling how many people's lives she would touch. So you actually helping people out there. And it's just a tip. It's a little bit of money. And let me get on a deep metaphysical thing. I've noticed the more I tip, the more money that comes back to me. It's just that attitude. Now, that's something more for my deep thought channel. But think about it, though. Think about it. You keep that money flowing out here, boom. In fact, that's why you get, believe it or not, you'll get some millionaires and billionaires. They'll actually try to spend as much as they can. In fact, let me end it with this. Henry Ford, and he came up with a simple principle. Back in the day, he used to pay his people a little bit higher than average, and people wondered why. And he simply said, so they can buy my cars. Think about it, it's just that simple. He paid them. And people say, well, you could save money, don't pay them as much. And it was like, if they can't buy my cars, I don't make money. So anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.